Welcome everyone to another amazing live stream here. Linux 9 to 5 or better 9 to 9 or so. Amazing developments, vast improvements. We have as usual things to do, things to update. New Firefox is coming out. By the way, I live streamed the wrong. Of course the output changed. Good that we noticed it before live streaming. Half an hour. So we have Firefox to update. Firefox, I believe it's 124.0 coming out tomorrow. So let's see if it builds with all our patches for RISC-V and PowerPC and so on. It might not just. Then additionally we have unfortunately still Clang to patch further, right? Previous live stream on Twitch and other channel. How many people does it take? How many developers and attempts does it take to fix LVM's Clang extra tools to actually bug, build? And surprise for PowerPC, they're still broken, now they're built in general, but I don't know what's going on here, but somehow 40,000 lines of, maybe this code is so complex it makes GCC bug out. I don't know. So, I mean, I'm obviously not fixing this, but by the way, we have something to do for PowerPC. IBM asks us to do some things, so share and subscribe for PowerPC. Amazing IBM requests to come. But for today, so I will just disable that, right? Like, I'm not fixing 10,000 of, it's like, yeah, we could check what's in 979,000 in this assembly file. It's like 2024 code so complex, it obviously breaks GCC, right? And welcome everyone. Good morning, evening, day or night. And so I will just disable that, right? I hope that, so Clang tidy. So we will disable justice for PowerPC because, yeah, whatever the bug is, I fix a lot, but there is a limit. But share, like, subscribe, Patreon, or buy me a coffee, YouTube membership, or all the other good stuff, because if you want that I fix this, then yeah, then I need more funding for that is below, like, this is seriously below my pay grade. This is, I fix a lot, but we also have cool things. I mean, not only Firefox, maybe it might even be that, where's my, I don't have a turn on. It might very well be that Firefox just builds, but usually it doesn't because we have a handful of patches. So let's just disable this tidy thing here. So fix file, let's hope that just works by tidy. So enable Clang tidy. What does that include? Static analyzer checks Clang tidy. Clang include run Clang tools tests on the Valgrind. Let's hope just disabling that works. Modularize Clang, apply replacements, Clang move, deck and whatnot. Actually, maybe we can pre-test this. So this would be hotfix Clang disable Clang tidy patch PowerPC 64 at least. We will see how many other. Let's maybe pre-test this a little bit. So this in Clang tools. Does this result in a direct Clang tidy? Okay, maybe I don't want to mess with this cursed makefile thing there. Then let's test that for PowerPC 6432. It is possible that it breaks PowerPC the same, but we will see. Where do we inject that? Maybe we need to do that earlier to be able to patch that. Yeah, cursed distribution with multiple tables, or we have here pre-conf tar and stuff. Maybe if we make this pre-patch. We might be in the wrong directory. I would need to check because this is an object here like many things nowadays. Prefer to build in object here. Let's see. This might be a result of having this in the wrong directory. Yeah. Okay, let's adapt for that. So that would actually makes it easier, right? So that would be basically not CC and basically that to that to that. I mean, everything should just be one directory up. So, oh wait, did I? Oh, we can actually remove that then. Yeah, there's always one more thing to patch, right? Like the only constants change and regressions, even in our own stuff. And that is, let's quickly enable some Clang extra tools. And like 3 days later, 2 developers and 3 live streams later, we still fix stuff. So, Firefox. Let's try to build it. Let's see what happens for mainstream x86-64. As usual, at the forefront of open source updates. Why do I have scotch tape on my sock? Of course, build Firefox fails. I can also do that here. That is one patch here of atomics. So one atomic patch fails. Yes, it is. Okay, let's do this the right thing. Maybe it's most. We just fixed that, right? I should actually send this upstream. Do you know what? You really need to share, like, subscribe, and Patreon and buy me coffee. There's literally hundreds of patches to send upstream. Oh, did 2 fail? That's unfortunate. Thanks for this coloring. That is nearly impossible to submission index. This one, pub create submission index u64. What did I hit there? U-size, right? Was it U-size? How was it spelled like that? Or maybe like this. Let's see, what did we have there? U-size. That will be fun to merge. And the other, if you don't send stuff upstream, then you rediff the stuff to the end of your life. Really should get this upstream. If just there was more time. The day only has 24 hours, and I can't send upstream. So I can't fix stuff also each night. Atomic, so that is atomic 64. Oh wait, this is already atomic U64. It's line 45 in be this one here, right? Was it capital or? I think it probably was like that. So I only need to quirk that in there. Damn it, that's annoying. Because it still fails. Fun. I mean, okay, we do this in a second. So first is resources rs. So basically, it's a little bit annoying too. That one here, right? So normally the problem is I don't have I would need to make a special version because I have this not applied state, right, which is why I YOLO that in here. Otherwise it would be a little bit easier. And otherwise I would need to have a whole tree like either git or all the non-implying stuff, and the other was it even this one? Yeah, it was this one. So that is resources, that is web GPU. So this should probably be this one. So what's going on with this Clang stuff? Do we have audio? Yes, we have audio. And welcome everyone. Good evening. Hope you enjoy this and learn something. Especially how much stuff is so recurrently broken. What's going on here? Okay, other stuff depends on that. Thank you very much, Clang. Oh, that's unfortunate. I already thought so. I mean, the question is it if this Clang tidy thing doesn't build? Yeah, no, we people write code so convoluted that it breaks the compiler or assembler or both. Yeah. There's also something failing. Yes. Okay. Yeah. This was all typo. Oh, I hate this coloring. Who should read this shit? Like seriously, there is less like, you know what, editor Emacs for being able to read this. So we added their MIPS risk. So somehow they completely rearranged that. What? What do they do here? 4 is debug in true false? What? 4 is debug in true false? Oh, it hurts, it hurts. Please, you're doing it wrong. Can you please stop doing it? So it's apparently a list of allowed CPUs here for reasons, I guess. And they changed that. Which patch was it even? That one here. That was it this one here? I believe it was. Ah, wait, did we? No, constant. Ah, no, it was this one here. Target CPU extends. I guess whatever. Probably should check that is really all in there. What did it say? No, it was the only one. Yeah, when you support all CPU architectures, you patch PowerPC and RISC-V32 and yeah. So, last but not least, we also have, Luke says, got LM translator without tolerance headers. That is, sounds amazing. I just can't read everything because it's clipped. Got that LM translator working without downloading header from Git too. That is amazing. Happy to hear that. Okay, Firefox starts building, and then how many Clang extra things do we need? Hello? We need to disable. Hello? Did I cleaned that? That's unfortunate. So, and then last but not least, we will support change our installer, improve our installer, and support full disk encryption more often. Currently that is limited to EFI platforms or whatnot. But of course, in this day and age, security vulnerabilities and evil state actors and stuff, and people working on top secret stuff, of course, we want full disk encryption, even on little packet HPPA risk and RISC-V and whatnot. So we will do this in a second after we patch Clang. So fix file extra. Clang has its own, requires threads. I mean, we could, the question is, do they use this more often, or do they only use this to if that, because I wouldn't want to spread this disablement in also the conf file, right? This is why, yes, there is a config option, but I would prefer them not to use it. That probably should work like this, because then it's only one patch, like if we wanted to revert that, otherwise it would be multiple. So this hotfix file diff thing, fix file diff, adds that, so yeah, that accumulates. There's the only things we could merge that. It's the same file, so 38. So like that. Let's see if that. So previously that broke because ClangD apparently depended on ClangTidy. Let's hope there are not other, even more interdependencies, but probably ClangD is the largest sub-project there. Again, we only do that because that apparently is so large it breaks PowerPC somehow. The only thing is we could further conditionalize this stuff. Like maybe we couldn't rename that hotfix disable Clang tidy or whatnot, not patch but diff, and do that for 32-bit PowerPC, because this breaks. Maybe it for IBM's latest and greatest, Power 8 and later, 9, 10, 11 and stuff, maybe it would build. The only things like this build for our P3 and G5 and stuff, for 32-bit pointers, we default to 32-bit PowerPC, so it is possible that it only, like, maybe it's just too large to overflow 32-bit code space or whatnot. Where does CLC compiler get enabled? That next error with, or just start build fresh because didn't have a working translators. I have no idea what, I'm not sure what you mean now. Where does CLC compiler get enabled? Is this CLC compiler? I'm not even sure which package you talk about now. And obviously you're fixing it first, so I don't have experience in whatever's going on there. Okay, so stuff is building. That's cool. So we, not built in. Okay, I check this later. Why is there no 686 ISO? That is int build all arches. Arches 686. I thought this was finished. Would be really a pity if it were not. Why is there not an ISO if that is ironically libclc? I had this enabled. I only disabled this because I didn't need it there anyway. I didn't even check. Yeah, because I mean I don't have your fixes yet, so. And I want to release this ISO now, right? So the ISO should not yet include any uncommitted CLC things. So this looks done. Why did I not have an ISO then? Strange. No, we have that. Whatever, I did that previously. So let's run a PC BIOS thing with this ISO and test full disk encryption on PC BIOS. Does this even support? We don't even need SMP16. Let's 6 and 14. It's hopefully fine. Wait, why is this? Maybe I tested. Somehow I apparently tested EFI here after all, because it is. Maybe I. Ah, right. You know what? Why I did this? I did this so I see the output. Okay, let's see if that works. We want to test PC BIOS. We need PC BIOS output. Couldn't open. Why not? ISOs. Good. Let's hope I have this VNC client. Does this work? I have no idea what that is. Tells XVNC to connect, listen, what? Tells XVNC? Okay, this is apparently not the right thing. Do I not have a... Oh, there's a VNC viewer. Why did I not? Viewer. Ah. Why does this not work? That's better. So, why does this not kill that? Who said I can kill this? Why can I not? Yes, okay, fine, whatever, doesn't matter the most. Okay, here's also, let's do this just in case. Because it's better. So let's boot a fresh build. Alright, this behaves so shitty. Okay, fine. Whatever, I guess. Why is this so? Nah. Oh, maybe that's better. So, I modified this already. So previously I had. Did I not? Okay, did not modify this enough for some reason. Okay, Clang we quirked. What's going on with Firefox? Couldn't compile. Okay, our code now. Apparently, okay. Our rediff stuff is not enough. I mean, we could test the rest if we rename it. Because for x86 it builds, it's just 32-bit platforms that don't build it. So, what did we want to do? Right, I thought I had changed it. Does this not? Ah, because it doesn't have an X in there. Ah. But basically, good that we tested this. Where is it? Here. Basically, let's think. What are the constraints? The constraints are only that the bootloader can load our kernel. So we basically could, so automatic classic is always there. So basically we could comment that out. What did I, what did I even do there? So my only concern was that previously bootloaders would not load that. So let's leave it there as a comment. Let's basically, where would that not be? And basically, I mean, as long as we have a boot partition, all is fine. And we need I mean, then your boot partition isn't encrypted. Let's maybe test all and like explicitly add when something breaks. So on Spark, I mean it will still partition that for you. I mean, on Spark, you just need to use grub2 then, which normally you would want to use anyway, similar to PowerPC. As long as we have a boot partition, that's fine anyway, right? Or, I mean, yeah, let's basically enable this, and like if we need any, I'm not even sure, it's kind of code, maybe I should never have done it. I want to unlock that now because obviously T2 is getting increasingly popular, and I want to give everyone the option to use it. And basically, that's why I want to start testing full disk and this setup and fix it rather sooner than later. Because there are surely some combinations which will not work or need more work. But then I want to know them sooner than later, and that is why I want to unlock that now. Especially as now we do a smaller interim release for whatever architecture number it was, 6 or so. Alright, there was even one more thing to fix. Alright, also I do this wrong. Because build all builds the ISO matching ISO name. What's the Discord? So the Discord is permanently linked on GitHub here, and I changed this recently to the Patreon page because we need to collect some more dollars here. So that is like $1, but you are, I believe, the star probably means can probably, oh, you know what, I can even, so yeah, we'll post it for you. I mean, if you want to donate $1, or you probably did already, so that's why I will send you a code directly. I'm not such a monster. Where was it? Here somewhere, right? Share, invite. Well, that's awkward. It crashed. Cool. That's my life. Everything I click crashes. Well, that's awkward. It crashes live. That's inconvenient. Man, you had one job. Okay, that's cool. I would have shared it, but you see it crashed live on YouTube for whatever reasons. Man, that is... Yeah, I would have posted it here. All the other previous mentions I've replaced with this Patreon. Just to... I mean, it's not even that much money making. I will not... Like, basically, if you once donate $1, you get this link, and then I will not throw you out again. Unless you post too much conspiracy theory things. So... run QRP. So let's do that again. So with Efi, the convenient thing. You know what? We could actually probably have it slightly more convenient. Oh wait, I did this one. I really wonder why. Oh wait, maybe it's a. That is how, because it's a monitor. Okay. Fine. I got it. Let's change that here to console. It's some Frankenstein mapping, not TTY. TTY. I probably should start QEMU with. Does this not work? Do I have a typo in there? Darn. Do I not have this on serial mon standard IO? Oh, this should work. Maybe I mistyped or something. Focus. Maybe I typed the TTY set. Should work like this or not. Yeah. Because now we have this more readable for everyone and more easier to than this laggy VNC client. With Efi you can do this directly, right? And with PC BIOS doesn't. I mean, maybe there is some trick for Grub 2, but whatever. I mean, probably there is. Definitely there will be some output redirect option, but I don't have it readily available. So let's see if that works. So yeah, let's test that this works. Better so what does it create? Okay, so do we need a boot partition? Because we now don't, let me think where. So we can basically deactivate and that is now. So if we do logical volumes with this, so then we get. Oh, this didn't work. Why did this not? Oh, this is still mounted for some. I thought I deactivated that, no? Is there some other bug? Did this reload that? Okay, this did reload that. Okay, let's just test this again. This might just be that this was the mounted. So what happens now? Now this somehow does not work. Why not? So we then run, maybe did I have this special coded for only EFI? Ah, here I have the special coded for only EFI. Ah. Okay, some more code, maybe so it's a little bit more than I thought. Maybe, I mean, it's still building. I give it a little time. Okay, so what do we need to rearrange here? So basically, what is the difference here? Swap. Oh, it's a separate swap also. How did I? Where do I do swap for LVM? Oh, here. Probably, so basically the difference is, okay, let's summarize it. What are the differences? The differences is swap partition. So we would need to script all of that for all those architectures. I mean, okay, if we could exclude, I mean, or we, so where's our swap? What was that even? Was this some initial program loader? I should have commented that. And that's why I scripted that, right? I mean, for decades I've done this manually, but even I forget all the bloody architecture details. Even now I forgot what F0 was. Maybe it was initial program loader, would probably make sense for HPPA risk. I mean, we could basically concatenate this stuff together. Where is even, okay, here is size, nice. Do I have swap at the end here, I guess, huh? I mean, if we, so yeah, we would need for all of those then logic to not generate a swap partition, which we have all hard coded here. How would this work? So even for arc load, yeah, so this was, by the way, some of those was a real pain to script, like there were more bugs and features in some FDIS code passes. Okay, that is why I limited that previously. That makes some sense. Chirp similar. Yeah, to do type looks LVM. Yeah. But basically, what is that? Oh, that is probably, I should have commented this, does the question, I mean, it's not that difficult to guess, but that here was probably the prep. I think it was type 41 is probably prep. I think they used prep on chirp as well. So chirp is, prep was a earlier PowerPC reference platform, and chirp is a later common hardware reference platform. Linux initially supported both, of course, but in the meantime, prep is deleted with some whatever Linux, because nobody tested it and stuff. And I actually have a prep board here. Maybe I have at least one, maybe I have two prep boards actually. Previous video, right? YouTube, Motorola, whatever. Actually need to get this working. Probably I need once to compile a custom kernel that supported prep still. One was, by the way, very PC-like, right? With PC interrupt controller and whatnot, maybe prep. Is it convenient? What is this is just a little bit clipped there. Is it convenient to exchange these patches by Discord? For me, it doesn't really, like, you can basically do what's, I mean, I find good old, like, if it's small things, I find just exchanging patches with whatever more convenient than GitHub or so. But if you like GitHub, then by all means do GitHub. I saw one GitHub pull request. I mean, the thing is, I'm just busy, right? Yes, there is a GitHub pull request. Maybe it's from you, I don't know. But so one is, for example, empty directories. Oh, this also builds cool. So it's only web GTK things. Yeah, I do this later. So basically, maybe later tonight on the coach, I will 9 to 5, 9 to 9, right? Or 5 to 5. We probably want, so because we need this for all. So what I probably should finish my other sentence. So I've seen there was a new deleted, apparently Git, I didn't know that Git deletes that, but apparently probably all of those here, for example, are deleted because they're all empty. However, I think we don't, so basically we don't want to git add, the reason I said I didn't pull request from GitHub, it's because I would do it differently. I don't want this git attribution there of not, I mean, it's also silly, right? It's, in my opinion, it's an anti-feature. Like if I have an empty directory, I want my empty directory. I don't want a version control system to automatically delete my empty directory. That is also like, maybe it's a Linux kernel thing that they don't need empty directories. But like we would put stuff in there if we would have stuff to put in there, right? I've written code that if this is empty, it will simply, because we use this as registration, so other code that could live in there, but currently we don't have code like to put in there, right? So I just added code that, what was it even, the config at architecture x86, I believe it's probably config in. So basically if we add, I thought it's anyway not looking super nice because what our code does, if there is not a config in also, it will register it with an all caps name of the directory. And like, basically for d in all, do echo d done. That looks good. Then copy the both Darwin config into each directory. Yes, I know it's the same file. I don't care. Just wanted these files, and like this would be a better solution than Git, because then I thought it looks shitty anyway, like all caps, and then we solve it looks better and we make GitHub better, happy, right? Dragon BSD. What is the capitalization? Is that Dragonfly BSD? Dragonfly BSD. So I think I wrote this correctly. Do they want it like that or probably so good. So then we have Haiku. Is it Haiku or Haiku OS? Okay, Haiku OS apparently. Then Linux, TM. What was it? Oh, Minji. Minji, is it like that? Apparently. NetBSD. Just check there how they want their stuff spelled. OpenBSD with space, without capitalization or not. Okay, they all agree on that. They don't agree to work together, but they agree to capitalize this stuff. So amazing. So that should change the config, I believe. I've never tested that, but I think it should work. Yeah. So previously this was like, yeah, that works, amazing. And then we make, oops, this was, I also didn't, I meant that. So is that right? Then we have solved probably most of that. So yeah, done that. Thanks for the reminder. It's just like I've seen this, but like I have 667 lines of to do. Like it's, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this. So go. All right, this, we need to fix this. Patch is welcome. It's maybe only defaulting to the right. It's like, yeah, let's skip it for today. So for this install thing, where do I have stone? In what other tmux I had this? Oh, I have it somewhere open, maybe. Oh, here. So I guess what happened here? Oh, whatever I have done there, some scroll thing. What else do you have there? So Luke says, I think everyone should have a boot. I've seen your report. So grub2 should be able to embed the combined image in the gap between the... so this worked for me the last time, right? So grub2 has some embedded feature for like non-EFI file or so booting. And like grub1 did do that already when possible. So I don't know why that didn't work for you. I would not enforce a boot if, like, I basically think, like, if you want, so we should, so basically to summarize that, we should debug why that didn't work for you. And we should, I think we should only enforce a boot partition if necessary for that architecture. And if it's not necessary, don't do that. For example, full disk encryption on EFI, we don't need, like, if we want the most encrypted, and that would ideally include boot, and we unlock the Luke's full disk encryption already in grub early, and grub2 can read all the fancy file systems like BetterFS. So we don't need that. So I would, like, if you want that for reasons, you can always manually fiddle around that, right? But in my opinion, I feel like I would suggest we only create a boot if technically necessary. And it shouldn't be in your case. So we rather debug why that didn't work. And I know it's inconvenient to, like, hey, I'm fixing strange bugs each day. So I know it's inconvenient if that does not just work. But I think it's the right thing when technically not necessary. I think grub2 should generate some image and embed it there, right? And there should be enough even for megabyte, I believe. Yeah, I mean, maybe the image was too large, but do we not have, how do we align this these days? Is it for, I think there is some extreme alignment these days. Maybe we even see that here. Oops, this was also wrong. But here we have the 20, so how many megabyte are this? These are so many, so that should this not be multiple megabytes? So many minus partition, is that only one? It would be that many, 512, right? Is it 1 megabyte? Okay, it's not that huge. Maybe the grub image became larger than a megabyte? I would rather increase this alignment, probably, because the benefit of not giving the NSA your boot partition is probably outweighs. I mean, not that they usually should get something from that, but yeah, ideas welcome. We just need a pre-commit hook if we want. What do you mean, blank directories or? You mean empty directories? I mean, we don't really need empty directories. It was just, we didn't had to for those, but now it looks better. So I hope this were the only empty directories, but I need to check with this GitHub pull request. So I guess we end that soon. How long is it? Probably was in an emulator. Emulator should not matter. Like if it happens for you in an emulator, it should basically happen the same on real hardware. I was grub for DOS to chain load, but even that probably shouldn't matter. I mean, the last time I installed 686 or 486 in QEMU, it worked without a boot partition with grub2 embedding in this. So what this embedding means, if you always wondered, if you have seen that or never heard about this, it is embedding between the, I believe the good old-fashioned MBR master boot record partition table is, I know it's actually larger than one. It's like a couple, I don't know, is it 4 sectors or whatnot? A couple of sectors. It's whatever is, I believe at least it is, or? I think it should be more than one master. It probably should be. How long is or is it just one sector? And anyway, you get the idea, right? A partition table, like, yeah, how large is this partition table? Is this just a couple of entries, right? So how much? The script master boot record partition do we not have? Where are those? Okay, here is structure of the generic MBR, address, bootstrap code, 218, timestamp, optional, whatnot, 512, 512. What do we have here? Structure for classic, generic, what, modern standard? Bootstrap code area. Ah, here. Yeah, so then it's only 512. So yeah. So that is all your partition table, and that's why there are only 4 primary ones, right? So yeah, then this 446 bytes is all you have for your very earliest bootloader code to read more. And so yeah, so then it's what I computed. So it's basically, yeah, so that's, yeah, it's 1 sector short of 1 megabyte. Maybe the grub image became larger, like is that, which it did not for me so far. I mean, we maybe, yeah, anyway, we could add modules dynamically, right? Currently we have all modules hard-coded. Theoretically, we could like further relax that, for that to work more often in normal conditions by dynamically adding all the fancy large full disk encryption modules. It would not fix if you really wanted to use full disk encryption. Basically, we need to take a look. We could just resize, we could start at 4000, give it 2 megabyte just for this overly large grub 2. Does T2 support Apple ARM CPUs? Yes, of course. I run this. I even made a video, right? Theoretically, yes. Also, some. Yeah. Oops. We don't have the most integration, and certainly Next also need to package the kernel driver there for GPU acceleration with Rust, unfortunately. I made videos very long. I, of course, run that, but of course it could be smoother integrated, so patches welcome. So there are a couple of whatever should be somewhere there. You get the idea, right? What the heck is that even? Why is that here? And what crazy nonsense clickbait is that? Nah, more clickbait. Working on at what's Snowden's favorite Linux distribution also, I guess. Should I do it manually starting swap at 4000 or something, then rest SDH, see if then boots. Yeah, you could do that manually, for example. You could, I mean, or you just pay attention to the precise error message. That probably is maybe an error when T2 Stone tries to install grub. Maybe there is some can't embed auto space or whatnot. So yeah, we digressed a little bit talking around it. So basically, maybe we make this real swap, or how do we, or we do that like that. If, where do we have here LVM? So previously we have LVM, okay, good, then we do that like that. We do, if it's LVM, oops, then local, like real, actual, like partition swap equals that swap. If that is, yeah, could do this in one. If that's LVM, then clears it. Or actually make it 0, that the computation works. Then we can recycle the computation for subtracting that. And then everywhere we split all those entries. So it's basically, and you have the type. What types do we have here? Maybe, I mean, the type doesn't also really matter, so. Swap port, this was my node, right? So the type basically YOLO. Nobody cares about the type anyway. Type what? Type. Should that line you moved be type, not type? No, type. I think type is. I usually use type here in case it's. Is it in other languages? Is it a built-in? I usually try to avoid that, but thanks for that. I have it intentionally here type just in case. Also, if we port this to other languages, like if for whatever reason we port this to whatever, like Lua or whatnot. In Lua it is reserved keyword. So basically, if it's in most languages something special, then I try to avoid it in Bash 2 just out of principle. So then we compare here everywhere. Unfortunately, I mean it's just what it is. there are worse things, right? So yes, this is also that. Why do we have swap first? There often is a reason. Maybe size. Maybe because. Wait, no. This is not too any. That's swap, right? I should put plus swap and. What was I even thinking here? That's the start. What do we even we use MK label? Here, so basically here, unfortunately, it becomes a little bit annoying to read. Maybe we make I mean, we could theoretically maybe we change that because it becomes a little bit unreadable. Maybe experiment with it later. Although you probably want to see that here, but I want to read my child his goodnight story in a minute. I think I try this to make this an array because this is too fiddly. Then we can just append that to an array, and I will make this script here, then concatenate that here at the end. That is probably much more maintainable code, because there is a limit of how unreadable shellcode I want. Because so then is there some nice syntax for dash append array? I hope there is. There must be something, right? Yeah, like that. And then, so that would be, we can already, so where have we been? We have been in MBR, PC, no, not P3, or is it Z here? Is it any other old-fashioned dot thing, apparently? So the only thing is we need swap though. What do we do here? Label DOS, swap and the rest, huh? I mean, we could even do that with the FSs. So that would be, what was the syntax? Apparently script plus equal, does it need that then? If the context were an assignment statement, value, variable, index, can be used, append variables, procedure also plus array. We're using a compound assignment, see array below, the variable value is not unset. Any value are appended to the array beginning. Note that array is just a placeholder, actually, that due. It sounds a bit like we need that, right? I have the feeling it needs this parenthesis as braces there. What was the syntax? Was it? There was some kind of this kind of stuff I can't remember for years. This is too cryptic. Where is here? Combine it with echo following 0 type. Use add to print the whole array. Use add as an index. Okay, the other thing did this too, but this did not. Okay, I mean we don't need or. Okay, whatever. I'm a little puzzled now if we need this. I mean, it's later easy to add. When co-process executed, array index not arrays in the context of assignment is assigned relation index can be used to append to or add to the variable previous value. This includes built-in declare, yada yada, blah blah blah, integer not. So do we need this parenthesis there or not? Supports assignment which appends to the value of the variable named left hand side, can be used context of assignment, array index, not arrays can be used. This includes built-in commands, declare, yada yada, when applied to variable, blah blah blah. So, I wish it would be clear. Yes. Link array. I just wonder now what's with this. Anyway, oops, shit. I can later still change it if it's necessary. It's better if you add parentheses technically with array. It will sufficient but less readable, non-read for other. Okay, fine. Where did I? Here. So yeah, then we need, so basically, probably we want all of those in array. So basically rewriting the whole function, which needs testing on all architectures. Yay. What was that? I usually did declares apparently no longer necessary, right? Okay, fine, whatever. How did I test this? Okay, so let's make this an array. And what is it? Script also an array, script postscript. Oh, what? This is already an array? Oh, I did this here already. Oh, cool. Okay, never mind. It was just in plain sight. But that happens to the best, especially at the end of the day. So, then fs plus, what about beta? Yes, I go now. Fs plus, we have been in London and his time is thankfully a little bit shifted, so the other week, right? So, so basically then we change this to if swap not 0, then it's swap. All right, then actually that's a little bit annoying. Maybe we don't want, why did I had swap on at the end? Do we really? Okay, then we just change that. It's so then we just change it first. Is not really sure why I did this. Maybe for so. One any, two swap is if present. Actually, maybe we need to adapt it also for VM. And then the script the same. So always label DOS. I probably should add this parentheses here, right? And just, so we need to compute the size then. Basically here all the remaining. If any, so that is if swap and that here, so minor syntax errors that I know. Well, I hurried to type 83 and probably copy the size thing, size here, compute of, we probably have that somewhere, right, in some other architecture, like size minus swap, I guess. I wonder maybe we can reuse, no, we can't reuse this code because it is, by the way, that is requiring this prep boot partition. But maybe we can make this code even nicer if we just don't add the number here. And can we not? Maybe we can't. Because okay, never mind. I hope this becomes readable enough with all those optional things. So file systems defines any, maybe LVM, maybe we need to change this type. And if present swaps, then label does. Size, all right, here, I wanted to copy that. Size, is it that syntax or? This was, yes, size, swap m, comma, okay. So the only difference is swap is then at the end, which, is this higher performance? I forgot even. Do they start inside? I actually Googled that a year ago. It's old-fashioned magnetic. Maybe it was the beginning that was faster, right? I think they previously mapped, or is this right? The further away from the inside, if you can see sequential transfer to. So that is 0, right? Is this highest performance often? Only the start of the drive. Maybe that was one reason I added that there. Do we really need that? Because if we do, we need to dynamically change these indexes here, which would suck a little bit. You know what? I screw rotational. Like if you need higher performance rotational, old-fashioned dead stuff, right? Then do it yourself, or patch is welcome. So size minus swap m type AK83. If any swap, then add that. So yeah, I finish this later. I will test that. So we need to still adopt some surrounding code. We need to port all the other things. And there is. So here is any, right? So because I saved the swap variable there, so then we can reuse it here, right? This is why I shadowed that with this underscore. So then we clear the partition thing and still have it for LVM. And we could, by the way, set this type from any to, we could make an any type because we only have that for some architectures not supporting this. Basically, we could local any equals any, and if LVM then any equals LVM, and then we could, where we previously had any, change that dynamically to LVM, and that is also done. I hope that's still readable enough. Leave in the comments below. Yeah, that's it for today. I hope you learned something. I have to go. Kid's story is waiting. Hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe, maybe Patreon, YouTube membership, GitHub sponsor, or have a good night, day. Maybe go fix some bugs, send some patches, and I hope to see you soon for next fun stuff to come.